Well, the virtual middle finger has finally been raised. Let's begin. The article says that Sir Tony Blair's attempt to revive his hated ID card system was on Wednesday rejected by Downing Street. The ex-Prime Minister joined forces with former rival Lord William Hague to campaign for a digital identity record that could be stored on a mobile phone. It would include details from passports to driving licence, tax records, qualifications and right-to-work status. Sir Tony and the ex-Tory leader said it would bring the country up to date with a technological revolution. But Rishi Sunak dismissed the proposals and the Conservatives warned against the creepy move. Sir Tony, though, said the technology would overcome many people's concerns about online dangers. If you look at the biometric technology that allows you to do digital ID today, it can overcome many of these problems, he said. To be honest, while companies like Apple have their digital wallets where, of course, you can store bank cards and travel cards and things like that, I actually think Tony Blair's missing a major point here, which is, in my opinion, that most of the country don't actually want the government or any private companies to know any information about them at all. And if you start putting digital IDs in people's mobile phones which contains information such as their qualifications and all that sort of stuff, it presumably then could be expanded later on to include other things like health records, maybe even we're vaccinated or not against a certain thing. Can't think what that might be, but you get my point, I'm guessing. And don't get me wrong, it might be okay for driving licenses, but that's it, and only if it's optional. But it could end up being a slippery slope, and one which a lot of people, including me, do not want, and could actually end up making the cashless society happen a lot more quicker, which, thinking about it, might be something that he and a lot of other companies might want in general. Maybe, who knows, the dating sites of the future may even require us to put a penis size on our digital IDs, which, to be honest with you, I would put mine on there, but I don't think the measurement will fit on the card. The Prime Minister's spokesperson said, "There are no plans to introduce digital ID. Our position on physical ID cards remains unchanged. We are already carrying out work to enhance the digitisation of public services." Sir Tony was behind a failed attempt to introduce mandatory physical ID cards during his time in Number 10. The plans were eventually heavily watered down to make the cards voluntary, and the coalition government later scrapped the project. And of course, while it is good that our unelected Prime Minister has rejected Tony Blair's silly idea, unfortunately in this video it looks like the first steps of something similar might be implemented later on this year. Anyway, subscribe for more and I'll see you in the next one.